Okay, so I wanted to try a 2-hour challenge because I've recently been watching Anuki on YouTube. I've been watching his edits and I really like his editing style. So the goal of this 2HC was to try and recreate his editing style in the best way that I can, while mixing in like a little bit of the things that I like to do while editing as well. Honestly, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have been so organized, because I used to I don't even know how to explain it. Just trust me, it was really bad. But in this edit, I focused on recreating the old school COD feel, but also like a lot of it was just me trying to just try things, but not veering away from my style. My editing is I try to keep it simple. At the same time, I do like to try new things, like the opium edits I've been posting with my H2M trick shots. They've been very experimental. I think they turned out great. Right before the indecisive montage, which is posted right before this one, or this, like before this one, not right before, but like you know what I mean. That montage, that one was a retry at an edit, and originally I used an EDM song, but I didn't like how it felt. The motion blur was too strong. If you saw it, you probably didn't, because it had 0 views and I only have 192 subscribers. But if you saw it, then you would know that it was really bad, because I don't think anybody saw it. I don't know how many views there were when I privated it, but it was really bad. The motion blur was too strong. I actually ended up changing my motion blur settings from watching Anuki do a 2-hour challenge, which is why I wanted to try one, and I used the same motion blur settings. And another thing that, like, watching all the newer editors, like something that they really like to do that I've noticed is I'm like your amateur editor. I'm not like professional. I wouldn't say that like I'm as good as Mafia or Anuki, type. I'm not as good as them, but I do watch their montages whenever I feel lost or I need some kind of inspiration, especially since my style is pretty simple and I want to try something new, or I feel like my editing is just boring. Then I normally refer to those edits. And one thing that I've noticed is, for some reason, I don't know why, I never realized this, but their pan crop, they zoom in before the shot hits and then they do the zoom out thing. You'll see what I'm talking about in the edit, because my pan crop is pretty simple. I'm not doing like heavy beat pump. I mean, this kind of song is, I wouldn't be doing heavy beat pumps to it, but like it's just before I used to just watch edits and be like, damn, that was cool, and I would go and make an edit and it would look completely different, because I'm not actually observing the edits. And as somebody who wants to become better at editing, I'm fucking stupid. Like, there are so many things that I've never noticed before. And another thing that I noticed is like transitions. I don't know why I used to like, you don't have to, but if you go back and look at my older edits, you'll see that I tried way too much and it never turned out nice. And one thing I've learned is less is more, like you don't have to do too much to make a good edit. Like Anuki he doesn't really do much like crazy edits. It's always clean. I should have done more clips because I finished this in about an hour, but here are the results.